Okay, welcome everybody. This is Lorette, and you are on the Learning Tube. Alicia's with us as well. And what we're going to be learning in this training is all about doing Instagram ads. Now, we did a training not too long ago on Instagram, and a lot of you actually weren't that familiar with the Instagram platform itself, which is fine, right? But it is a very hot platform to be on. It's a great place to advertise. And the great thing is that not a lot of people are advertising on it, so now is a great opportunity for you to do that. Now, you may be familiar with Facebook advertising. That's everywhere, right? We see that there's so many Facebook ad courses, so many Facebook ad training. Am I right? You see Facebook ad stuff everywhere, which is fine, which is good. Don't stop with Facebook advertising. We love Facebook advertising. But there's other platforms out there as well. We also did a training not too long ago on Twitter, right? Twitter was another great platform to do marketing and advertising, just like Instagram is. So if you're not familiar with our training course for Twitter, we actually sent out an email not too long ago, and I'm going to put it into the chat box, but it's called Twitter Ad Profit. I'm just going to type that in here real quick. No, it's Twit Ad Profit, because you can't put Twitter in the domain name. Let me make sure. Let's see. 1 second. So that, for some reason, is not coming up properly. So I do need to fix that. But in the meantime, Alicia is going to be training on Instagram ads. Alicia, are you there? Alicia, are you there? I guess she's still getting ready. So,
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Hang on 1 second. I was muted and did not realize it. All right, I'm going to change the presenter controls to me.
all right.
And you should see my phone in a minute. So it's just having trouble with, and let me change my name on here. Hang on 1 second. Let's see. Okay, don't know how to change my name. Oh, here we go.
I see your screen.
Yes, and it's my phone. So it's my phone that is connecting through my computer. Do you see that, Lorette? Do you see my Instagram?
See it. Too fancy.
And does everybody else see it? You should see my Instagram account. I actually have my Samsung plugged in to my computer, and I'm using a software called SideSync, SideSync. So if you ever want to reflect your phone onto your PC, that's how I'm doing it. Isn't it cool? I love it. Oh, it took me forever to figure out. I say forever, but okay, 15 minutes, but that's still a long time to figure out. So, all right, 1 second. For some reason, I can't see questions. I'm going to try it one more time to see questions. Make sure everybody said yes, they can see it. SideSync, SideSync. SideSync. Okay, so can everybody hear me clearly? One for yes, if you can hear me clearly, it's Alicia, and I want to make sure that you can hear me loud and clear. Yes, SideSync, yes. All right, everybody's saying hi, Brenda. Wall says yes times 2. All right, glad that you guys can hear me clearly. Very cool. So now I just need to know some information on how you're doing on Instagram so far, so that I can decide how beginner I might go in on Instagram. So if you have not done anything on Instagram, nothing, maybe you posted a few photos, but nothing business-wise, give me a 0. If you've done some stuff, but not much, give me a 1. And if you've made money on Instagram, you're rocking it, you're happy with it, but you just are here to learn a little bit more, give me a 2. So I need some 0s for haven't done anything, 1 for, haven't done anything, maybe have your account set up and posted, but you don't really know anything. 1 if you know some stuff, you're doing some stuff, and 2 if you're making money with Instagram. All right, so we've got a lot of 0s. 11. Some of you don't have accounts yet on Instagram. So, all right. So now I know who I'm talking to, right? You always have to know who your audience is and who you're talking to. So if you don't have an Instagram account yet, download the Instagram app on your phone, sign up for Instagram. One thing you need to just keep in mind is your email account. So you can pick an email account to sign up with Instagram through. So it's really simple to sign up. All you need to do is go to the app. It doesn't matter what phone you're on, they all have Instagram on it. Download it and get signed up. Now, here are some of the things to think about on your Instagram profile. And if you have an Instagram account and your Instagram account, oh, look at this, I don't know how to delete that. If your Instagram, you're going to see, this is my phone that's actually showing up here. So you're going to see a lot of my notifications pop up on my phone. But if you haven't signed up for an Instagram account, you're going to sign up. You're going to set up your profile, make it fun. So you can see mine says Digital Marketing Queen, Boss Lady. I'm using some emojis, hashtag iMoneymakers, Ask Me How, my email address. This email address right here is something I only use for Instagram, so I know if anything comes in, it's only for Instagram. And then info on a free webinar below. This link changes all the time, but right now you see I put the link in there for the Learning Tube, right? And then if we scroll down, these are just all my images from Instagram. You can see some of them. This is a promotion to come out to a workshop. Let me see. This is a promotion as well. I'm just trying to. This is a promotion as well. I do a lot of my promotions in videos. I think this is a promotion right here as well. So I've got some promotions mixed in. This is definitely a promotion right here. This is what I spoke at Walmart. You just put different photos up. So if you are on Instagram and I'm recording, let's see. I am recording this, so you will be able to come back to it and look at it. And once let me see, who doesn't have Instagram yet? Once you load Instagram, then you can watch this again and it'll make more sense to you, and ask questions as we go along. Let's see. Can you explain what a post is in Instagram? Because I thought it was only for images. No, I'm going to show you. Instagram is for images, but you can also upload videos. So wherever you see this video symbol, you can upload videos to Instagram. Instagram has Instagram Live and Instagram Stories, and it just keeps expanding. There's a lot happening on Instagram. So I will get to that in a minute, Michelle. So the first thing is, once you set up your Instagram account, you're going to, use your name, smiling picture, and you're going to put your profile information in here. Now you see these three dots at the top right. I want you to click on those three dots and then connect it with Facebook, connect it with your contacts and your Facebook friends. This part right here will allow you to grow your Instagram account quickly. It's important that you connect it. And then there's different things on your account here. So this is story settings. So you can, for Instagram stories, which I'll show you, you can hide it from people. You can allow message replies or not allow it. You can save shared photos, all right? So that's your story settings. I'll show you Instagram stories. Click Edit Profile, and this is where you put your name right here, nice and clean. This is your Instagram, like how they're going to find you on Instagram. Mine's instagram.com/Alicia Little. Here is the website URL that I want to promote, and this changes all the time. This is my profile information here, my business information, and then you put private information in there as well. Exit out of that. You can change your password, have different types of authentication. You can see different posts you've liked. So these are the different posts that I've liked. These are posts. A lot of these are our client posts. I'm always liking our client posts, right, or posts that I'm in. So you can see the different posts that you've liked. If you want to block any users, you can block them. See that here. Your payments, you can set up payments so that you can do Instagram ads right in here. So you guys are all going to set up payments, and then in settings, you're going to look at your linked accounts. You can see I have Facebook and Twitter linked. I don't have Swarm, but I do have Tumblr, so I need to link that one too. So link as many of your accounts as you possibly can. And then some of these look different based on the type of phone that you have, but upload quality, save original photos, save videos after posting, which I like to do, and then different support stuff. And yeah, that's all you really need to know there. So just go through it and go through it slowly. All right, we have a bunch of questions. Can you effectively market on Instagram as a brand and not be a personality? Absolutely, Charles. We market on Instagram for a lot of different brands. So I'm the only Instagram account that I use that's a personality, that's a person. The rest of the Instagram accounts that we manage are all brands. And you can see that brands do very well on Instagram. So if you have more than one website, should you set up different Instagram accounts so you can put each website URL on Instagram? Well, it depends. So I have more than one company or more than one business, and I have an Instagram account for each of those businesses. For example, I have a business called Pow Social Media, which is our social media company. So it has its own Instagram account, right? And this is a photo from that Instagram account that I have put on this Instagram account. So yes, I like to set up different Instagram accounts for different companies. Now, this website URL changes depending on what I'm promoting. So probably tomorrow it's going to change to be promoting the boot camp that I'm doing, and then I will keep changing it. And in the different pictures that I post, I will tell people click the link in the bio, or show them a link and tell them to click the link in the bio. So if that helps answer your question, I don't do separate Instagram accounts for everything that I have. That would be just way too much. But for different businesses, I have different Instagram accounts. All right. Shakira, I have an event party. How could I effectively promote it on Instagram? I promote my events on Instagram. So let me show you an example. All right, so here's an example. In this video, let me see if invitation for you. We have our 2017 goal planning webinar coming up, and I want you to register for it. It's going to be all about how to set goals, how to strategically think about 2017. So now, I'm not sure if you could hear that. Could you hear that, Shakira? But this is me promoting an event, right? And you can see it got 202 views, and I say click link in bio. Now, this was something I did in December, so when they clicked the link in the bio, it was for this special webinar that we were doing. Right, we had a comment there, but it got a number of views, and did I promote this? I might have promoted this one here. You can see that it got 67 engagement, 2 comments, 591 people it reached, 63 likes, 773 impressions, and I don't think I spent a lot on it. So I recommend that you put up a video about your event and that you promote it. And I'll show you how to do promotions in a minute. Okay, Shakira, I'll show you how to do promotions in a minute. So Michelle says, what if you only want specific images, say for a promotion, to show when you change the URL and not have your other images showing? How do you do that? Well, you know, Instagram is about the images, so all your images on the account would be showing. So when I'm promoting one of my classes, here's another one, voiceover classes this Saturday, show up at the conference center, right? You can just
registered for
see.
it. You are not too late. I think we have 6 seats left, so just
you can hear my marketing. 6 seats left, right? So this is for a boot camp that's separate from the other stuff that I do. But the thing with Instagram is, yes, people will come back on your Instagram page and view your other videos. But if the time is past, it's past. Also, I can make the post disappear. I can delete it after a specific amount of time as well. So I have definitely deleted posts after an event was over. All right, for a business client, would you create an Instagram for them or use your own Instagram account to promote their services and products? 100%, I would create their own Instagram account. Never mix the two. So for Alicia Little, I am not going to promote my clients on this Instagram account because they need to have their own URL in there, their own email, their own phone numbers, right? Their own contact. So you see where it says contact right here? If you click on these three buttons, you're going to see there's this right here will say switch to business account. So I changed my account to a business account, which you'll need to do for your accounts too, so that you can do advertising on it. So for your clients, you want a different account for each one. Let me see if I can show you. So here's one of our clients. It's a car dealership, right? We've got a car for you. There's the phone number. And you can see the cars. Let me just click on one. You know, coming soon. Let's see who commented on it, what they said. Oh, it was just our hashtag. So coming soon. We put the phone numbers all in it. See, the phone numbers are there, all the details. And then if you go back to this, who's this for? For Wall, yeah. So if I go back to it, has their address, their phone number, their website, all of this good stuff in here. And they've got their own following, 3,244 followers, and they get business from Instagram. People inbox them, and send them messages. And then anytime they sell a car, this is a dealership in Jamaica, they're supposed to take a picture with the person and the handover, and we post those on Instagram. And these always get other people calling in. It's that, as us marketers know, social proof, right? So social proof right there. Let me see, Wall, did that answer your question? So Wall says, and got it, and then change their business account change it to a business account for them. Yes. Faith says, I was looking at their Instagram account today. Faith, who is that you were looking at? Autodon? Is that who you were looking at? Hi, Wall. Faith says, yes. So, Faith, what brought you to their Instagram account? How did you get over to their Instagram account? Oh, you follow them. Are you looking for a car? This is an interesting conversation. Are you looking for a car, Faith? So Tom says, how would you build a demographic audience for a specific town like your car dealership? I will show you. Faith says she's looking for a car. Well, call them, Faith. They've got the best cars on the island. They sell a ton every month because they're a good dealership. So here's just some tips. I'm going to go back down to the bottom. Let me just scroll a little. So this is Autodon's account. We started it. It was at 0 when we first started it. So here's some tips on what people like with an Instagram account. And Faith, I want you to tell me what you like about Autodon's Instagram account. So if you're writing down some of the things that you should do for clients, it doesn't depend on if it's a car dealership or not. One, you need to have images with social proof, people that buy cars. So if you make it a big deal for the people, they'll want their photo taken. Usually what Autodon does is a big presentation. So they bring them a key, they make it a real big presentation. William says, do you manage their Instagram account every month? Yes, we do. Since they started their Instagram account, we started it actually, we've been managing it. We manage it every day. So I don't think we post every day, maybe every other day. But yes, we manage it. So, all right. So I was just showing you some of the things when you do a client's account. So, you do some things that are engaging. If Plan A didn't work, the alphabet has 25 more letters. Stay cool. Something that's an image that looks good. You can post those on Instagram. Again, the social proof. And then what are they selling? You're going to stick that in here as well. People always like pictures of people, especially when their eyes are looking at the camera. So we take pictures of the Autodon staff and put it on Instagram. Oh no, where did my phone go? Hang on one second. Oh, gotta hang it up. That's All right, see, it's really my phone. And let me see here. Hey, Lorette, are you there? Here's an example.
Here.
Hey, Lorette, call Kamar for me. Tell him I'm doing a webinar so he doesn't keep calling. Cool.
Okay.
I'll call Andrew and tell him to call Kamar. All right, thanks. Kamar is our team leader for our social media company, by the way. So something social media related. So here's, what we did is we made this key for them. And this key, and they give a gift basket to people who buy a car, which makes them want to take a picture. So they want to take a picture with it, which helps us with our social media. And then we create flyers. Our team creates all the flyers. So this flyer, it's still loading, but it shows 0 deposit, 100K cash back, conditions apply, offers good for 2 weeks or while stocks last. That sounds very marketing, right? We do funny things here. I have no idea what I'm doing, just funny stuff. So it's funny. It has sales involved in it as well. We could just be posting cars all day long, but that's not what Instagram is just about. If you want more followers, when people win stuff, we post it on there. You can see they have 3,244 followers, and we try to follow people who are following us, although we don't catch them all the time. Just make
Looks like we lost Alicia's audio. I said auto, because we're talking about auto, Don. Let me see if I can get her back. Let's see.
do webinar. Oh, Laura, can you
Alicia, we lost you for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. It says GoToWebinar server has been lost. Can you hear me okay, Lorette?
Yeah.
All right, not sure. Where did I stop, Lorette?
Not sure. You haven't been gone for too long.
Okay, all right. I was just talking about AutoDon and doing Instagram for clients. It really works. Clients really love it. We talked to AutoDon today. They want to do Instagram ads now. They're seeing, that they're getting phone calls because of Instagram, and of course they like how it looks. So let's see. Tom says, for the AutoDon, not posting every photo, just promotion. Oh, that's where I stopped. Yeah, I was just saying not every photo is buy a car. We also have fun. We just have our little formula that makes it work and helps us get new followers. And like Faith was saying, who follows them, their account is follow worthy. So let me see. And we just have different clients. Here's another client that we do it for. You can see we post fun photos and engaging photos and quotes and photos of them doing what they do best, that kind of stuff. All right. So let me go back. So the other thing on Instagram, while I'm here, is there's Instagram Live. Did you guys know there was Instagram Live, just like Facebook Live? So these are people who are live right now on Instagram, just talking into the camera, and these are the top people that are live. You can see this person has 1,000 people tuned in. This one has 825. So there are live videos on Instagram. And there's also Instagram stories. So if you click on, like, this is the fastest woman in the world, Elaine, and she just has some stuff popping up here on her Instagram story, and you can see, let's see, how do I get out of this now, right? So you can just see different things. Oh, come on. All right, go back home. All right, you can see someone here is posting their conference. So right now I clicked on the home button, and right now I'm on my Instagram feed. And what's happening here is these are the people that I follow, and I'm seeing, here's one of our clients. I always like our clients' posts, and I'm just seeing the post in our newsfeed. Here's another one of our clients. Don't you love that photo? It looks so good. That's our graphic designer did that. Here's a client. My clients' pictures will always show up in my newsfeed because I always like their posts. Sorry. Events. All right. So anyway, you can just see that's kind of the newsfeed there. All right, let me look. If you guys have any other questions, type it in before I move on to actually how to create the Instagram ads. So let me see if there's any other. I'm going to get a sip of water while you write your questions. All right. So the question is, do you get a model release form signed by every person that we do an Instagram pic for AutoDon? No, we don't. Could we? Absolutely. You know, I do get photo releases when I'm doing events. Everybody has to sign a registration form, which has a photo release on it. There are times to do a photo release. I will say that we've never had any trouble, but we are doing more photo releases now more than ever. If the person bought a car from AutoDon and they're asked to pose for a picture, they're told it's going to be on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and they know and they're going to assume it. And if you're posing for a picture, it's quite obvious that you're okay with it being in a picture. So we don't, but I definitely recommend it. We don't all the time. William says, for each customer pick, okay. The feed, it's almost like a Facebook feed. It is, but you'll see in the Instagram feed, it's a lot simpler and it's a lot more focused on images. Like you're just scrolling down and you're seeing images, and you're gonna read what's interesting to you. And you're going to stop at some point, right? So it just depends on, what you're seeing, where you're going to stop, yeah? Now here, one of our clients again, you're going to see something here called sponsored. Do you see where it says the word sponsored there? If you see it, say yes for me. All right, everybody sees it. So this is a sponsored Instagram. I think it just went up today, actually. And this is sponsored through the Facebook Ad Manager. So if you guys have a Facebook account in your Facebook Ads Manager where you do your Facebook ads, you can load up an Instagram ad and, sponsor it just on Instagram. So this is a sponsored Instagram ad. That's what it looks like there. I'm glad I saw that one. I'm trying to see if I can see any other sponsored ones, looking for other client ones. So for the sponsored Instagram ads, it doesn't matter how many people you have following you, because on a sponsored ad, you pick the audience you want it to go to, and it shows up to this audience. So this is not a client of ours, but they have a sponsored Instagram ad right here. So this is sponsored, right? This is one of our clients. There, just trying to see. All right, that's, we saw 2 sponsored ads. That's a lot to see. This one's sponsored as well, right? So you can see that one is sponsored. That is not our client. Somebody else's client. But yeah. Anyway, those of you, there's me. Those of you who are, let me like my own photo. There I go. Those of you who love Instagram or love social media, this is something that you can definitely do for clients. We like doing it for clients. So, all right. So let me check your other questions. So is a follower engagement better for Instagram than Facebook videos and oh wow, engagement and reach on Instagram is so much better than on Facebook. So yes, you will hear people always talking about how it's better on Instagram than it is on Facebook. But you do have to have your images right and your messaging right to reach the Instagram audience. Can your photo link to a website outside of Instagram? Yes, Tom. Let me show you that. So Wall says, did you just mention that you can connect Instagram campaigns through Facebook dashboard? Yes. So I know time is flying by, so I'm going to show you these last two things. Oh no, I do have some times with Instagram ads. So let me go back over to my Instagram account. Here we are right here, and I'm just going to pick something to promote. Let me click on this image right here. So this is about our new service that we have, putting ads in taxis. And let's see, people commented on it. I got 72 likes on it so far. But what I want to do is I want to promote it so that it does even better. Oh, I clicked on the comments. All right, people are just talking about it there. Going back. Give me a minute. I can hear my computer is working hard with this. All right, I'm going to click on promote. And then this is where, who asked the question about putting a URL in? I'm going to show you in a minute. So, all right, you guys are putting in a lot of questions. Let me catch up on the questions. Tom says, link to a website. This is where you link to a website. So the action button, Tom, is right here. And you see I have contact us as the action button, but I can put learn more, watch more, shop now, book now, sign up, contact us. Yeah? So these are the buttons that I can put for this ad. So let me go back, and I'm just going to put contact us, and then I'm going to put palsocial.com, just a website there. You can put any website that you want right here. Whatever website that you want them to go to, you're going to put right here. The audience is either automatic or you can create your own. This is a saved audience I have here. So let me click on create your own audience. Now for this audience, the location always defaults to Turkey on my computer for some reason. So I'm going to pick the country of Jamaica. Actually, I'm going to pick Kingston, Jamaica, the city too. I'm going to, oops, can't type. I'm going to pick my city, Kingston, Jamaica. That's my location. And then I'm going to pick the age. You know, the people who are buying this are, yeah, business owners, 28 and above, male or female. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to name this taxi ads promo, and then the interest. So you can add some interest here, but I don't want to add any interest. I'm just going to target everybody in the city. And then I'm going to push the check mark. Everybody got that? So we named it. We picked our location. I just did the city where this is available. I left the interest blank, but you can definitely put your interest in there. I picked my age and gender. Actually, I'm going to put 28 to 58, and then I could pick male or female. So yes, Shakira, right now I am buying ads, and right now I am just in the Instagram. Let me go back. I'm going to do it one more time. So watch, guys. I'm on my phone, right? So you're seeing it on your computer, but I'm on my phone. I'm in my Instagram account. I uploaded an image. It was right here. I want to promote this image to send traffic to a website. So I'm going to click on promote. It can be, I send traffic to lead pages all the time, landing pages. My call to action button, learn more, watch more, shop now, book now, sign up, contact us. I'm going to go back. I picked contact us, and then here's where you enter in your website. I'm just leaving our website there. For the audience, you can leave it being automatic, or you can create your own. This POW Boost is an audience that I created in the past. I can click on it. It's men and women 18 and over in Jamaica. But I'm going to show you how to create your own. You're clicking on create your own. You're making a name for it. Taxi ads, your location. I'm putting Jamaica. Oh, nope, I wanted Kingston, Jamaica. Mine always defaults to Turkey, so I always have to make sure I look at my location. Age and gender, I actually want 28 to 58. Let's do something like that. Male and female, I want both. I'm going to check that, and then now I have to go down to the budget section. So it shows me what my reach over here is going to be based on my budget. If I spend $1, my estimated reach is 592 to 1.5, right? or $10, or you can set your own. If you set your own, you can put $999 or $99 or whatever you want. But you have to have a total budget of at least $1. If you have a total budget of $1, you can only do a duration of 1 day. And what that means is that Instagram says you have to pay at least a minimum of $1 a day to run an Instagram ad. Just $1 a day, and you're in business. How many of you can spend $1 a day to test out and play around with Instagram? Of course you can. So let me see the questions. They just keep coming in. Hang on. All right, starting back. Sorry, guys. It took me a minute to get back to your question. Tom, is your question now answered about linking to a website when you're doing the promotion? That's how the photo links outside, to a website. Wall says, okay, I answered that one. What about video ads on Instagram? I will show you that in a minute. Wall says, less noise and competition on Instagram. Yes, definitely. Dale says, do you post the same content to Facebook and Instagram or just one? We post different content to Facebook and Instagram. Sometimes we post exactly the same, but sometimes we post different as well. It depends on what the strategy is. For Instagram, for Autodon, for example, the pictures of the staff and their new hairdos, we don't post that on Facebook. We're posting mostly ads on Facebook. So Instagram is more, because we know people like photos and to connect with people. We do Instagram differently for them. For me and our boot camps that we do, I have like 10 Facebook pages. So sometimes I post them on the page, sometimes I just do Instagram. It just depends on the strategy. Michelle says, if I want to use an outsourcer to manage an Instagram account, how many hours per day would you suggest needs to be done to manage it well? Well, it depends on that Instagram account and the person's skills. With the software and the technology that's out there today, they really could spend an hour and schedule the Instagram account, like one Instagram account, create the graphics and schedule it. To schedule Instagram accounts, I use a software called Grum. I'm going to type it in, grum.co, and that's how I give my staff access to the client's Instagram account a lot of the times. So they can log into Grum. You set them up as like a staff member on Grum, and they can post all of the images to Instagram. But, you can also give them the password. It just depends on who the staff is and what client you're doing it for. Okay? And if you want to do it really well, a lot of times I will say hire someone part-time to work on Instagram. They can do 2 to 3 accounts a day, something like that. Watch it, manage it, respond to people, grow it, that kind of stuff. Charles says, the ad interface is on Instagram or Facebook? Both. Right now we're on Instagram, right? Right now we're on Instagram. You can see notifications popping up from Page Manager, different client accounts popping up stuff. Shakira, I am buying ads. How much does it cost for that promotion, or how do they charge by? So this one they're charging by reach, right? If I want different ways of getting billed for it and different ways to engage with people, I would go through the Facebook Ads Manager. Would it be better to segment your ad campaign more in age groups and genders? Absolutely. The more you can segment it, the better, Wall. Can you duplicate identical campaigns for better results rather than upping the budget of the same campaign? Absolutely. When I'm doing an event on my Instagram page for my event, I will upload a bunch of different ways. So I'm telling people, come to my event on how to make money on the internet. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a video, I'm creating like 4 different type of posts that have different content in it, and then I'm promoting them and seeing which one does the best. So hang on one second. Okay. Sharika, can I put in more than one location? Yes, you can. How tight can you adjust the geolocation for a campaign? You can adjust it a lot tighter in Facebook Ads Manager, which I'm going to show you next. Can I adjust the start and end times of a campaign during the day? You can in Facebook Ads Manager. I'll show you that next. Which get better results, video ads or photos? Depends on what you're doing it for, but usually video ads get better results. Where is this great training archived? Not sure how I got here today. Well, we will send out an email, so look for the email. And if you go to www.thelearningtube.com, you can see where our training is archived. Are there any automated tools that you can use for Instagram? Yes, Dale. I use Grum for scheduling Instagram posts, and I'll have to follow up. Maybe we'll do it next week where I'll show you automated tools. Lorette and I love teaching tools. So Lorette, let's make next week a tools training so that Dale can get some more tools in his tool belt. Is that good, Dale? Oh, wow, great to hear that about Mike Stewart. I love him. He's great. Charles says, do the video ads autoplay? No, they don't. William says, create a class on this and tell us how much to charge customers to manage accounts. I would love to, William. As you can see, it's fun. It's easy. I love doing it. Dale says tools will be great next week. Thanks. All right, Dale, make sure you're on because we're doing it for you. Same time next week. And you do not need a new link to join while you'll be sent reminders and everything in email. So just check your email. You're welcome, William. All right. So I've answered all the questions so far. Now, where was I? We set the budget and we set the duration. And, you know, and I only have $1 budget. I just wanted that to work. So it says the minimum budget is $1 a day. Change your budget to at least $7 if you want it to run for 7 days. So I just want 1 day. And then now it's going to have me review the order. So my action button is contact us. My audience is taxi ads. Total budget is $1. Duration is a day. My card that it's going to charge it on. And I am going to click preview promotion. And there's what the promotion looks like. So I previewed it. And then I'm going to click the check mark. Gabriel says, how much traffic can you get for $1? Well, on this campaign, it showed me that I'm going to get a reach of 528 to 1,000 people. So the promotion has been set for review. So it'll actually tell me and show me how many people I can reach for that $1. $1 is not going to go that far, but I always like to tell people if you can start off with $1 a day, then you're doing something, right? You're starting somewhere. So can you go over the buttons at the bottom? Yes. So look at these buttons on the bottom. When you load Instagram, you're going to see these buttons on the bottom. This is like your symbol for you, right? So I'm clicking on that, and it's just showing me my Instagram account. This heart right here shows you it'll show you where your promotions are pending. See the promotions pending at the top? And it'll show you people who've liked your post, right? There's my own account liking my other account. One of my team members manages that, though. They better like my posts, yeah. And then you can just see other people that are liking your post. When people follow you, you know, you can see and you can follow them back, right? So you can see a lot of things back here. It says when you're Facebook friends. There's my buddy John started following me. I'm going to follow him back. I don't follow back everybody, but, you know, you should look and follow them back as much as possible. This plus button right here, what it does is it's going to allow you to record a photo, a video, or get photos from your gallery. So you can get, you know, different photos from your gallery. Here's one that I posted. And then you're going to click next. This is, you know, an image that I did. I'm going to click next. And then you can set your different filters on the image. This image already has a filter on it. That's why it's black and white. But these filters change how the image looks. Then you're going to press next. Then you're going to write your caption. You can add different locations, Kingston, Jamaica. You can tag people in it. Like maybe I would tag Lorette. There's Lorette. I could tag Lorette in it, right? It tags her. And then I can also share it on all my other social platforms, which is a great thing to do. And I click share, and that's up. I can also just directly share it with someone. So if I wanted to just share it with Lorette, I could just share it with Lorette, and that's it. Yeah, all right. But I don't want to put that up again. So wasn't that simple? I'm just showing you guys how to do an Instagram post. All right, we're getting out of this gallery. So we're going over the bottom. This one, remember, was just like our personal setting homepage. This was to see what's going on. Your promotion will show up at the top, and then you can see who likes your page and stuff like that. If you click on promotion, you can see which one's active and the promotions that have ended. The plus button. This is the search button where you can search for different things. I'm not going to do that again. All right. This is your home button, and it's where you can see your feed, right? This button right here will help you when you want to do your Instagram story. So if you're going to do an Instagram story, you're going to click on that button, and you're going to take pictures throughout the day with that button, and those pictures will get posted. So that's your Instagram. Let me just click on it. And this is where, if I had my webcam on, you would see, you could go live right here. This is your Instagram live. If you wanted to know where it is, that's where it is. This is a normal photo. You can do a boomerang, a hands-free, so you've got your different settings there. And that's it that I wanted to show you on the Instagram platform. So before I leave my phone, any other questions? Let's see. Any other questions? Oh, where do I upload the video ad? So I will record my videos. You press the plus sign right here at the bottom, right? And then, here's a video of Lorette's daughter, for example. I'm going to press next. And this is my video ad. All I do is I record my videos, and then I make them under a minute. I upload it to Instagram, write the caption, add the location, and let's see. I'm just checking something really quickly. I just want to show you here. So if you want somebody to notice that your link is in the bio, people have set up an actual place called Link in Bio. So it's a reminder to tell people that they need to go check out your link in bio. So I just clicked on, let me see if they have the click link in bio still. So click link in bio to shop as a location. It's just a little hack, but it's cool because when you put up the video and you have click link in bio to shop, it reminds people to go click the link in the bio. Let me show you where a location shows up on an Instagram post. Did that answer your questions on how to upload a video to Instagram? All right, I'm just going through my news feed to show you where up here's the sponsored one. Click link in bio. So right here where it says selfie time for you, you can have this location be, say, click link in bio, yeah? So it just helps you there. Right where it says Junction Building Depot, it should say click link in bio. Okay. Does your landing page load speed affect rankings like in Google PPC and make your ad spend more effective? Faster landing page load times, the better, always. Can your payment for ads be PayPal? Yes, you can use your PayPal card, yes. I'm using my PayPal card. How do you target your ads Charles, I target them. You know how we showed I can target them either by, I do location, interest, and age, but we can do more targeting in Facebook, which I'm going to show you. Faith says Sutanya was live. Okay, that's one of our trainers. Can you manage Instagram for your PC, or do you have to do it all from your smartphone? All of our staff, we use both. We use our PC and our smartphone. Charles, is Instagram US the Facebook interest profile to target? You're going to really want to understand who your target market is so that you can target as targeted as possible. You don't want to target every single person that lives in the US. So really understand who your ideal client is and who will spend money with you, and you can target them. Is Boomerang for Australians? No, Wall. Boomerang is a way to make a video where it just goes back and forth. Like you go forward, you go backward, and it just goes over and over. It's just a way to make a video. Dale says, what does it cost to get a flight from Jamaica to the U.S.? I don't know. Lorette, can you answer that one for Dale? Dale, you should want to come from the U.S. to Jamaica. Are you in the U.S. right now? Sandra, do you have to use a phone for Instagram? Highly recommended, or a tablet. So it just helps. You can use different types of apps to manage Instagram as well. Hootsuite is one. Grum is another. So you don't always need, but in order to set it up, you do have to have a phone. So get a smartphone. You'll need it. If your account is switched to business, can it be switched back to a regular account? Yes, it can. Sharika, the same place you switched it to business, you can switch it back to a regular account. Is Instagram owned by Facebook? Yes, it is, Wall. It's owned by Facebook. Dale says, have you done any studies comparing value of ad spend on Instagram versus Facebook, which is cheaper? Well, that is a great question. The answer is yes, but the answer is also it depends. For different clients, it really depends. So every client is different based on what their objectives are. Yeah, so for me, I do both Facebook ads and Instagram ads for all businesses, especially for my camps and my events. And when I go there, people say they came from Facebook and Instagram. They saw it on both, they saw it on either, so I like to do both networks. Dale, you should come visit and come to one of our trainings in Jamaica. Which is better, PayPal or Payoneer? They're both great to use. If you don't live in a country that allows for PayPal cards, then you're going to need Payoneer. Wall says, for targeting affluent people over 50 for a luxury cruising travel agent, is a Facebook or Instagram best? Probably Facebook, but Instagram would be a close second best. Are video ads charged per view, and how long? Yes, they're charged per view. Can you do it per engagement? You can, but if you do the video views objective, they're charged per view. Can you pay with your PayPal balance or with your PayPal card? With your PayPal card. And should you test both of them? Yes, you should. I got through all of those questions. Whew. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my computer. I'm going to turn off my phone here. Did you guys enjoy that so far? You guys learning something? I really like how I could show you my phone on the computer. Trust me, it took me way too long to figure it out, but I'm happy I did. What did you think so far? Okay, you guys enjoyed it. Yes, yes. YouTube ads, Wall, we'll do a whole class on YouTube ads. And actually, Kamar, our trainer, I'll bring him on to do it because he's an expert. Kamar and Andrew in our office are experts. I think we've got 31. The number changes. We think we have 31 people in our office. So we'll do LinkedIn, YouTube, a class on, I'm trying to think of all the things you want classes on. I know Lorette's writing it down, so we'll get back to that. Wall says Reflector app is another solution to show your phone on your computer. That is true. Olu, you're saying, how can I show my phone on my computer? Reflector app is one, and I'm using SideSync, SIDESYNC. All right, so the last few minutes now, I'm going to go over to Facebook. But first, I need to know how many of you have done Facebook ads. Anybody here? How many of you have done Facebook ads? Anybody? Anybody done Facebook ads? Oh, wow, everybody so far. So let me see. If you haven't done Facebook ads, I especially want to know. If you haven't, I'm getting on the internet as going back to the internet as we speak. Let me turn off my phone. There we go. Oh, this internet thing is not letting me open up Chrome now, but all right, we're gonna go over here. Give me a second. Ad account. All right, hang on one second. My ad account is opening up, and I'm going to start a new ad to show you guys Facebook ads. So I have a few people who've done it and a few people who haven't. So I'm on my screen in Ads Manager. So here's what happens. Maybe I'll send out a video. That's a whole nother class doing Facebook ads. And I think we might have done it before. I'll have to ask Lorette. But what you can do here, so right now I'm in my Ads Managers. Yours might look a little bit different, but you know, they're all basically the same. So I'm just going to write test as the campaign name. And Ads Manager, if you look on the left-hand side, it just runs you through all the pieces. Setting up your campaign, setting up your ad set, and then setting up your ad. So this campaign name is going to be called Test. I'm going to set up a campaign for traffic because most of us want to send traffic to a website on or off Facebook, right? We're going to say off Facebook. Again, the ad set name, I'm putting Test. Traffic, I want to send it to a website or messenger. Here's where we get nice on our audience and targeting. So I can use a custom audience, which means I can upload. Let me click on Create New for you. So I can reach people who've already interacted with the business. Let me show you this. So I can upload a customer file. These are people in my database. I can create a list off of people who visit my website. I can create a list off people who have done something with my app or my game, and I can create a list of people who've engaged with my content already on Facebook. Isn't that cool? Custom audiences is very effective, so you should do that. I can even create a lookalike audience, so I can create people who look like a similar audience that I've uploaded or worked with on Facebook. Now I'm doing locations, so I'm just going to do what I know, Kingston. Here I'm doing Kingston, Jamaica. And then I really want people tight that are around Kingston. So I'm going to say in Kingston and 12 miles around Kingston. Do you see? I did 12 miles around Kingston. Sorry, hang on one second. You can also put in an address. So let me delete Kingston. This is our office. Oh no, that went to the United Kingdom. So hang on one second. All right. So I'm going to pick a specific street, and I only want to target 10 miles around the street. I do this for like our locksmith company that we represent, you know, because it's only people in that area that are going to come, in a hardware and lumber company, so those kind of things. So I'm just going to pull out of the island. Now you can see that I'm just targeting this specific street right here, the specific address. All right, you can see it, the specific address, and then just 10 miles around it. That's it. All right, I'm going to pull out so you can see it a little bit better. And you can add bulk locations. If you have a bunch of different locations, you can upload them all at the same time. I only want people that are 24 to 50. This is just a dummy post that I'm doing. All right, 24 to 28. I only want them to be women. You can get into more detailed targeting, so people who are online shoppers. They buy women's clothing, right? And you can just be as detailed as you can be in your targeting. You can even exclude people who, let's say, are parents, all parents. Let's see, any parents that have toddlers or preschoolers, you know, any parents that have a baby, I want to exclude them. I'm just showing you. Add a connection type. I don't really do that. You can save the audience. So here's where I wanted to show you. In placements, you can pick an automatic placement or you can edit placements. I always click on edit placements because I want to see what placements Facebook here is putting me on. So this is Facebook, Instagram, Audience Network, and Messenger, right? I'm going to not do that. But Messenger, that's a whole nother class too. Sending messages to your inbox. Anyway, I am just going to promote this on Instagram. So this is where you set up your Instagram ad. So in placements, you click edit placements and you only choose Instagram. Let me see. Charles says, why not set it for video views if you want to do the selling? Yes, I could have done that, definitely. Wall says Air Server is another app to allow you to view what's on the screen. What is the smallest circle under 12 miles? This right here is just the symbol for local. So it's like the pin on the map. Is that what you're saying? Let me see. That's just the exact location right there. Let's see. No, the range circle. The range circle, this circle right here is the 10 miles. So I picked the location and I want to target 10 miles around that location. How small can you set it? I can set it to just be 1 mile around that location. And that's really small, so just a mile. Can you schedule the start and end times of the ad? Absolutely. I will show you that if you want to see it. All right, so let's keep going down. Remember, we're just running Instagram ads, so we only picked Instagram. Budget and schedule. So Wall wants to do a start and end time of the day, which we do as well, and I'll show you that. But here's your budget and scheduling. So you can schedule a daily budget or a lifetime budget. Now, I like to do lifetime budgets for plenty of reasons, but let's say we're doing a lifetime budget of $15. I'm going to have to change the date. I'm going to get an error because it's going to say how much it should be based on the time frame. So let me see. Something cool to show you is this start and end time right here. I can run an Instagram ad for just an hour. I've done things like that at a live event when I wanted to show how powerful ads were. I can launch the ad and come back in an hour and say, I just spent $15 in 1 hour, and here are the results. It's really cool. But let's put this for a day, let's say. So it's running for a day. And now you can optimize it for ad delivery, link clicks, and impressions, or daily unique reach. If I'm doing anything for, how should I say it? If I want to have people go to my website, I would do it for link clicks. I rarely do impressions or daily unique reach. The bid amount, it can be automatic or manual, so you can set how much you'll pay for a link click. You can see this is suggesting 7 cents, but I usually get cheaper than 7 cents, so I'm going to let it be automatic. When you get charged, leave it per link click. Ad scheduling. Here is what Wall wanted to know. You ready, Wall? This is so cool. So you can run ads all the time, or here's some more options. You can run ads on a schedule. So look at this. Let's say, and here's an example of why we do it. I run an ad that says, hey, my staff member Sue is on live chat right now. Live chat with her, grab her right now. Sue is only on live chat though from 9 to 5, Tuesday through Friday. So that ad is only going to be boosted and shown during this time frame. Isn't that cool? Or if I have a special Sunday brunch for one of my clients, let me just delete these. Yeah, if I have a special Sunday brunch, I can stop it from running at 12 noon because the brunch is over at 1 o'clock, or I might, stop it there. But I'll say, okay, all day Saturday and part of Sunday, I'm going to promote the brunch. Yeah, and then the ad will stop after there. You see how you do that? Oh, I love this. I love this. This I use so much for local businesses. If you have local business clients, they don't want their phone ringing when they're not there, so only boost the ads when the business is actually in operation, right? Okay. Well, says, got it, girl. That's what we want. Perfect for local businesses. Let's see. Wall, can you set 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays only? So yeah, that's what we were just showing. I think you got that now, right? So then you just pull up. It's not doing it very well just because I've got so much running, but yeah, you would just unclick it basically and erase it. So, all right. Any other questions? Any other questions? And then you just continue through. Hang on 1 second. Just presetting something real quick. All right, and as you run through now, you're going to upload your images and then pick the page that you want, the business page that is represented by the Facebook ad, and then the Instagram account. You're going to put in the website URL here, write the headline, the text, and place your order. This is the stuff you're used to seeing if you have run a Facebook ad before, right? So that is it. You guys survived. Let's see. Did I make it in time? No. I'm 9 minutes over, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it and you got something out of it. You can see that Instagram ads can be really popular. I walked you through, boosting them on your Instagram account as well as through Facebook. Test it out. The best way to learn is to play around with it. Nobody taught us. The day Instagram ads came out, we taught ourselves. We're running Instagram ads, and they really work. So thank you guys so much. Any other questions? Last call for questions. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to type in a question before I wrap it up. No questions. All right, if you guys don't have any questions, tell me what you thought about this, because a lot of people missed this webinar. We're going to send it out as a replay, but we would like to tell the people that missed it what you guys thought about it. So tell me what you thought about it. Glad you could make it. I was a little bit worried, since Ash Wednesday is tomorrow, that a lot of people would not be on, but I'm happy that you joined us. Can you tell we love teaching? When are we doing the YouTube ads? We'll do it within the next 4 webinars. So I'll talk to Lorette. She's my boss and maintains the schedule, so just keep your eyes peeled for our emails. And if you go to thelearningtube.com, that's where Lorette updates the list of upcoming webinars. Lorette, are you there? All right, I think Lorette might be muted, and the recording ones are on thelearningtube.com. Let me see where she puts them. Hang on 1 second, and I'm going to try to see where Lorette puts them. Everybody knows Lorette's a technical one, right? Yeah. So, right here, if you go to thelearningtube.com and you click on webinar replays, you can see we did do something Instagram already, automation tools, we've done something on that, LinkedIn, introduction to Twitter ads, innovation day with Walmart. So here's our replays, and you can watch them, and everything is completely free. So enjoy it. I have absolutely nothing to sell you. I'm sorry. There's nothing to sell you, but I hope that you enjoyed it. So this is where you see the recorded webinars. So Sharika will do a webinar on traffic as well. Shakira, sorry about that. Instagram. Shakira, I know about YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. So if you want to send traffic to your event website, everything for traffic, we use our email list and social media to drive traffic. And you can even do Google Ads, but everything is, yes, about driving traffic. Yes, I can post the replay page in the chat box. Replay page is in the chat box. Yes, Wall, I use lead pages and ClickFunnels for my ads, yes. Any other questions? All right, guys, that's it. Good job. Thanks for coming. You hung in there. I enjoyed it. I had a really good time tonight. Lorette, thanks so much for making these webinars happen. It is Lorette, the one that pushes them. She loves it, and she always says, let's deliver as much value as we can, absolutely free. That's our aim here at the Learning Tube. Thank you guys so much. Love you much. Enjoy your Ash Wednesday. And I will see you same time, same place, the Learning Tube. Bye, guys. Bye.
Hey, and Alicia.